Hello viewers, I am Kausalya. Today we are going to start our new chapter 5, Arithmetic Progressions. So in this video we are going to discuss about example problems. So example 1. For the AP 3 by 2, 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, minus 3 by 2, write the first term A and the common difference D. So here in the arithmetic progression series, we have to write the first term and we have to find the common difference. So in the given series, what is the first term? It is 3 by 2. So the value of A is equal to 3 by 2. And what is the D? D is the difference between two consecutive terms. You can take any two terms and you can find the difference. So here I have taken the first term and second term. So whenever you are subtracting, you have to subtract the first term from the second term. So you have to write the second term first. So here it is 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2. So the denominators are same. So write the 2 here. And what is 1 minus 3? It is minus 2. So this 2 and 2 get cancelled and we get the value as minus 1. Or else you can take the any two terms, right? So just to show the value of D will remain the same. Now I am taking the second term and third term. So what is the difference here? Now we are going to subtract this number from this number. Therefore, this is minus 1 by 2 and we are doing subtraction, right? Therefore, minus 1 by 2 and again minus of what is the second term? It is 1 by 2. So here I had written minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2. So what becomes half plus half becomes 1, right? Or else again you can add. You can take this minus sign outside and when you take the minus sign outside, the remaining terms are 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. So here it is minus 1 plus 1 is 2. So minus 2 by 2 which is equal to minus 1. Anyway, we are having the value of same difference. Now example 2. Which of the following list of numbers form the AP? If they form an AP, write the next two terms. So now a series is given. We have to check whether they form an AP. If they form an AP, then we have to calculate the remaining two terms. So here first we are representing the terms in the form of A1, A2, right? So here we have four terms, therefore A1, A2, A3 and A4. Now we are going to find the difference. First the difference between these two. So 10 minus 4 it is 6 and again when you calculate the difference between these two, that is 16 minus 10 is again 6 and finally 22 minus 16 is also 6 here, right? That is the difference between any two terms is 6. And here you see the value, okay, the value of AK plus 1, it is nothing but this term, that is A2 minus A1, right? That is given by this standard form, okay, AK plus 1 minus AK is the same every time. Therefore, the given list of numbers form an AP with a common difference. What is the difference here? It is 6. So, with a common difference 6. Now, we are asked to find the next two numbers. So in this series ends with 22. So what will be the next number? We have to add 6 to this 22. So 22 plus 6 gives 28 and again 28 plus 6 gives 34. Right. Therefore the given series forms an AP. Now the second problem, 1 minus 1 minus 3 and minus 5. Again name them as A1, A2, A3 and A4. So we are going to calculate the difference again. So difference between these two, okay, A2 minus A1. So here it is minus 1 minus of what is the A1 term? It is 1. So minus 1 makes minus 2. Now the next is A3 minus A2. So what is A3? It is minus 3 minus of minus 1. Right. So minus 3 minus into minus makes plus. So minus 3 plus 1 is equal to minus 2. And finally, what is A4 minus A3? That is minus 5 minus of minus 3. So it is minus 5 plus 3 which is equal to minus 2. Right. So here again the difference is same every time. Therefore, the given list of numbers forms an AP with the difference minus 2. Now the next two numbers are, here we have the final number as -5. What is the difference? It is -2. Therefore, here the next two numbers are -5 minus 2 is -7, and again -7 minus 2 is -9. Now, the same example 2, we are going to discuss problem 3 and 4. So here again the same problem, right? So -2, 2, -2, 2 and -2. Again name them as A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, and the difference is 2 minus of -2. So here it is 2 minus into minus is plus, so 2 plus 2 is 4. So when you take the difference between the next two numbers, okay, -2 minus of -2. So -2 and -2 makes -4. So previous case we have the difference as +4, and this case we have the difference as -4. Therefore, you see here this difference, okay, A2 minus A1 is not equal to A3 minus A2. Therefore, the given list of numbers does not form an AP. Right. Now, the fourth problem, it is 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. So again, give them the common names A1, A2, A1, A2, A3, A4. No need to give name for all the things. Okay, just we can find the difference between first 4 or 5 terms. It is enough. So here what is the difference between A2 and A1? A2 minus A1 is 1 minus 1, which is 0. And what is A3 minus A2? It is 1 minus 1, which is again 0. And what is A4 minus A3? It is 2 minus 1, right? So this is A4 and this is A3. It is 2 minus 1, which is equal to 1. So here again you see here the common difference is 0, but whereas here it is 1. So the difference is not equal. Therefore, the given list of numbers do not form an AP. Right. Now, example 3. Find the 10th term of the AP 2, 7, 12. So, there is a formula to calculate the specific terms, which is given by AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. So, here A stands for the first term and D is nothing but the difference, and here N represents the term which is given in the problem. Okay, here the value of N is 10. So, just substitute it here. A10 is equal to A plus 10 minus 1 into D. So, A is nothing but the first term and D is the difference between any two consecutive terms. So, here it is 7 minus 2, which is equal to 5, and the nth term value is 10. So, just substitute it here. A10 is equal to A is 2 and D is 5 and N is 10. So, 2 plus what is 10 minus 1? This is 9. So, 9 into 5. So, 2 plus 45, which is equal to 47. Therefore, the value of the 10th term is 47 here. Right. Even if you want to check, you can check. You see, here it is 2, 7, 12. That is the difference is 5, right? So, what is 12 plus 5? It is 17. What is 17 plus 5? It is 22. What is 22 plus 5? It is 27. 27 plus 5 is 32, and 32 plus 5 makes 37, and again 37 plus 5 makes 42, and 42 plus 5 makes 47. Right. Now you need the 10th term, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is your 10th term whose value is 47. Again we get the same answer here. If you want to cross check, you can cross check like this also. Right. Now we are going to discuss example 4. You see, which term of AP is minus 81? Also, is any term 0? Give reason for your answer. So here we are given with an AP, right? This is an AP. And in this AP series, we have a number minus 81 and we have to calculate which term, that is 10th term or 15th term. We have to find which term gives minus 81. Again, the next question is there any 0? We are in this AP series, is there any 0? Right. So, give reasons. Right. So, what is the given AP? It is 21, 18 and 15. So, the value of A is 21 and D is 18 minus 21. So, here it is minus 3. and we don't know which term. We have to calculate the value of n here. Therefore, an is equal to minus 81. So here the formula is again the same. An is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Here we need to calculate n. So an is minus 81, which is equal to a is 21 plus we have to find n. So n minus 1, what is d? Here it is minus 3. So when you calculate here, first I am moving this plus 21 to the left hand side. Therefore it becomes minus 21. Therefore minus 81 and minus 21 makes minus 102. When you have two terms with the same sign, you have to add, right? So when you add 81 and 21, it gives 102. Therefore, since they have minus sign, I am writing the minus sign here. So here the remaining terms, okay, n minus 1 into minus 3, it continues the same way. Now I am going to move this minus 3 to the left hand side. Therefore, there it becomes the denominator. So again this minus and minus, they get cancelled, and when you divide 102 by 3, we get the answer as 34. So how you divide? 102 is divided by 3. So 3 3s are 9. So 10 minus 9 is 1, and I am bringing this 2 down. So 4 3s are 12. Right. So here I got 34. So 34 is equal to n minus 1. We need to find n. Again I am moving this minus 1 to the left hand side. This becomes plus 1. So n is equal to 34 plus 1. Therefore the value of n is 35. Right. So the next part of this question is we have to check for 0. That is, we have to check whether this arithmetic progression has the number 0. So here again the formula is an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So what is an? That is, in this series 0, we have to check whether 0 is present. So we are just substituting the value as 0 here. Okay, the value of some term is 0. So 0 is equal to, again a is 21 and d is minus 3 plus n minus 1. Right. So when you solve, you see n into minus 3, minus 3n, and minus 1 into minus 3 plus 3. So therefore here it is 21, right? Let me solve this. Okay, no need to solve. You see 21 plus 3 is 24, and this minus plus into minus becomes minus 3n. Again, I am moving this minus 3n to the left hand side. Okay, whatever may be. I am moving this to this side. Therefore, it becomes plus n. So, plus 3n is equal to 24. So, here I had written 24 equal to 3n. Okay, both are same. 3n is equal to 24 or 24 equal to 3n. Both means the same. So, what is the value of n here? So, n is equal to, here 3 is in multiplication part. So, when I move this 3 to the left hand side, it occupies the denominator. Therefore, here it is 24 by 3. So, 24 by 3 is 8. Right. Therefore, here you see the 8th term is 0. They had asked us whether this AP series has any 0 in it. Yes, this AP series has 0 in it. So, at what term? The 8th term of this arithmetic progression has 0. Okay, the value of the 8th term in this AP is 0. Right. So, that's all in this video. Here we have discussed example problems from 1 to 4. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. Thank you.